I've just finished a small bathroom renovation here in Sydney, and I thought I'd put this up because it shows what you can do very effectively and for well under 10 grand. So this was like a townhouse. It's about 40 years old, and this was what the bathroom looked like beforehand. It was just Laminex with a sunken little basin and just a normal cistern and pan toilet. So we decided to keep the tiles because the mosaic tiles are in very good nick, all up, and it's not leaking at all. And you can see the shower's got this really funky curve to it. So in taking that with the design, I came up with this idea of sort of emulating those curves. So the whole thing was done using Bunnings panels, and this was in a beechwood. And so you can see how the whole thing's come up. So the panels for this top, that's just one panel that's been cut down. And I know this looks a bit weird, you're going, why is that like that? It's because this is incredibly narrow ensuite, and that is where the pan was sitting. And so to emulate, and that's what the client wanted, and you can get your legs in there, but you could have cut that panel back a bit. So the top, and also you can see that I used a Fluid Master cistern, replaced the cistern, it sits lower, and also it looks like it's a close coupling toilet now. And then you can also see that came with a soft close lid. The whole thing came as one unit. But encasing that cistern gives it a whole new look. And this panel just pulls straight off. And then you just route and cut that button in and the whole thing works perfectly. Used Tassie oak for the wall cabinet. So there's plenty of storage there. Replaced the towel rail holder. Big fan of Caroma. They're good quality and they last. Oh, if you're wondering what that hole was, that's what you quite often see that in hairdressers, so you can sit your hairdryer in there, and then the toilet roll holder sits underneath. But as I said about the shower, you can see I've emulated that with the radius on right around on the lip, and even the circle in there, and then the radius on these corners here as well. And then around to the corner. So as I said before, it's a Caroma basin, just really simple. Huge fan of grower. And then these were panels as well. So just some brass little hinges, push to close, push to open. Existing plumbing, didn't change any of that, so I redid the trap right through and sat the trap and the waste right against the back wall. It was punching through the middle, which was ridiculous. Replaced the mini cocks, and you can see that all, how the whole thing works. Oh, I did put a little bit of a bevel on that, so if you wanted, you can sort of get hold of it quite easily. So there you go, all up, it was about, less than 10 grand, less than 8 grand actually, with materials and everything. It was about 6-7 days work, I think. Really simple update for a beautiful facelift on a bathroom.